Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Geo Group's 15.11 Outlook. We'll start with moving existing data types to the self-service framework. The self-service framework provides a framework for adding various different GitLab data types to the Geo replication and verification process. We have a couple of existing data types, or we'll call them legacy data types that we've been moving across into this framework, thus helping us make maintenance significantly easier, and bringing them under the same framework as all the other data types. New data types will also be added via this same framework. It will also benefit from enhancements to the framework where the various different data types will automatically inherit the enhancements that we might make in the future for this to this framework. So let's dive in. Moving projects and wikis is one of the items that we've been working on to bring through into the self-service framework. We've ended up splitting this into two tables under the hood, and making progress in parallel for both of these different data types. We hit a few snags in the last milestone that has prevented us from being able to conclude this effort. We are hoping that we'll be able to get this across the line in the upcoming milestone. Similarly, the last data type, existing or legacy data type that we have on the list here is design repositories. It was also impacted by some of the snags that we encountered in moving projects and wikis, and therefore it's also slipped into the 15.11 milestone. And again, we are hoping to get this across the line in this milestone. We move on to a new item, which is related to improving backup and restore documentation for our self-managed customers. Our backup and restore documentation has grown over the years, and we have multiple solutions documented across multiple pages. The goal here is to consolidate the documentation and provide improved guidance on best practices for backup and restore for our customers. In particular, for those customers on large reference architectures with large data sets, we want to provide improved guidance on how best to manage their backups and the most efficient way to achieve this. So part of the effort will be to first set up environments and create the test data that is needed for the validation of the different approaches. And then finally, consolidation and a refresh of the documentation to streamline and provide best guidance on approaches. Next up is a fix for the SSH proxying timeout. So a number of our customers have experienced timeouts with large push requests made from secondary sites. Secondary sites proxy the push request back to the primary site, and the pipe between the two have an inbuilt timeout of 60 seconds due to the architecture that we have adopted thus far. So the effort here is somewhat a change in architecture, a change in workflow for this proxying request. And we are making good progress with this effort. We will be shifting the proxying onto the GitLab shell to handle the proxying between the secondary and the primary for these requests. And thus, we are hoping to remove any limitations on such timeouts that we've seen so far. So good progress has been made on this. There's some cleanup efforts and some validation and testing to be performed before we make this generally available and we switch the workflow to this new architecture. And then finally, we have a couple of miscellaneous items that we want to make progress on in this milestone. One is in particular is in support of the GitLab dedicated platform to provide more observability with regard to the maintenance mode feature. And with that, that concludes the outlook for 15.11 for the Geo group. I hope, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.